Now, I love bakeries. And what would be the perfect thing to do is add a bakery into my new town. Hello guys, it's K-Spade and welcome back to this channel. Now, as I always said, I will be building a cafe in my new town. But before we get on to that, if you would like to partake in activities or join me in game, then join my Discord server, even if you haven't. But let's get straight on with what you all want to see. So here we have the town. Now, over here, in my opinion, is still a work in progress because I'm still trying to think how I want to lay that part out. And again, I am still very stuck on what theme to do for this town. But obviously, we have all of these stuff to make into different buildings. And I'm going to try and figure out which one I want to be the bakery. I keep calling it a bakery or a cafe. I meant a cafe. So I am thinking of going with this one as the bakery. And I'm generally going to build it how I would want to build it because I don't really have a theme right now, so I'm trying to go with the best I can. So this is how the layout is looking, and going up I am going to be doing the apartments. There is going to be apartments in probably every single one of these buildings. They're just not going to be furnished. And another thing which was a problem, basically whenever I did my old city, I basically did it so the apartment started here and it just didn't look right. It just basically looked like a block, as you can see. Now I don't really know how high I want these buildings. I don't want them too high and I don't want them too small. So I think I'm going to have it where it's like 2 apartments and then a roof. And this is currently how the front roof is looking. I definitely think I'm going to save the interior for another video. So if you would like to see that, obviously I will do it, but I will probably be doing all the buildings first. And as you can probably tell, this is going to be a pretty long series. Also, I will say I have took loads of inspiration from loads of different themes. So I've got loads of different Paris-styled cafes, loads of New York-style cafes. I really can't choose. Also, I have used basic shapes to extend the roof because I didn't want to do it and delete the roof again. And this is currently how it is looking. Most of this is going to be structural as I'm going realistic, but we are now going to move on to the windows. So this is currently how the window is looking, and I did add some more pillars. And I am obviously just going to copy this onto the other side. But before I do that, I want to kind of add a paneling here, but a custom one again, because I do really want to go really realistic. I don't know how many times I've said that in this video. Now, this is currently how this is looking, obviously with the structurals. I don't know what this is called. It just makes it look nicer in my opinion. And I think I'm going to go for like a white theme cafe. So obviously the outside will be white. And I am kind of making the door quite oval, as you can see, like that. And I'm just trying to make this as realistic as I can. Now, I'm not sure what door I would like it to be. Now, I would do a custom door because obviously that is very realistic, but I do like to have things closed as I don't really want people just to walk in there. I am probably going to go with this door as I feel like this matches it the best. Why is it doing that? So that is how the front looks. The sides don't really matter because you aren't going to see them because there is going to be another building next to it. Now I am going to try and do the sign, which is also basic shapes. And this is currently what I have done. And I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what it is. It just looks nice. So I think I am going to use these windows and I am going to add a massive pillar here. I'm also going to do some structurals around the window just to make it look a bit more realistic than what this is. This is currently how it's going to make these structurals around the window go right, because if I do it where I do it all with structural things instead of basic shapes, basically what would happen is that I'd have to do that all the time for every window. So I'm going to get it so that I can copy it to every window, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So what I have to do, because I can't really put this to match so I can clone it, but what I have to do is I have to put a carpet which has disappeared. As I was saying, I have to put a carpet there, and then I would have to put this over the top so it looks like that, and just copy that throughout the rest of the windows. So this is how the structural window is looking. And that is how that looks with the structural window. And I'm going to copy it onto these three. And this is how the structural windows look, and we are now going to move on to the next floor, which the windows are going to be a bit different so they don't look the same. Now ignore this pole here, but as you can see I did do a kind of little fence balcony type of thing. And if you want to know how to do this, it's basically just a basic shape and vases and then just some more basic shapes to go across it. And now I'm gonna do like the same as this but pull it out a bit more, so I'll be back once I've done that. And as you can see, that is how that part looks and the little balcony, and I'm gonna copy that to the rest of the windows. And that is how the top is looking, and we are now going to move on to the roof, which I'm kind of going to have a window sticking out of it, if that makes sense. You do not understand how long this has taken me to try and do this window, but I think I'm almost done with it, but I'll have to see. And that is the window finished, and this is how the cafe looks in the end. Obviously, like I said, I'm not going to be doing an interior in this video. That will be sometime in the future, so make sure to subscribe if you do want to see that. And this is how the cafe looks from the front. I really like it. I am still very unsure about that window. I do probably want to get rid of the sides on it, those little weird things poking out. But obviously this is how the cafe will look inside, and obviously an apartment above if I do add one of those. But this is how it looks, and I am very, very impressed with it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, then please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I also have linked my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Discord in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.